loves! Welcome to my new weekly segment where we talk about the juiciest stuff that's been buzzing around the internet. You know, the kind of stuff that's got everyone talking, whether it's making people mad, emotional, or just plain obsessed. But here's the twist. These stories weren't quite big enough to get their own full video, so I rounded them up, bundled them together, and we're about to spill all the tea right here. And so with that said, buckle up because it's about to get wild. And on to our first story. Billie Eilish is at it again, and this time it's not TikTokers. She has called out Taylor Swift to stop stealing from her fans. Okay, that's not exactly how she put it, but stay with me, let me explain. All right, loves, here we go. On to our first story. And who is at the center of this juicy tale? None other than the iconic Billie Eilish. Okay, now grab your popcorn. So, Billie Eilish is stirring up controversy again, but this time it's not about TikTokers. It's about a clash with none other than Taylor Swift herself. Let me break it down for you. Billie Eilish accused Taylor Swift of encouraging wasteful consumerism among fans. But before you jump to conclusions, let's rewind and see how this all unfolded. It all started during Billie's interview with Billboard, where the conversation turned to the topic of sustainability in the music industry and all that jazz. But somewhere along the way, Billie aimed at artists who released multiple versions of the same album on vinyl. You know, different packaging, bonus tracks, the whole shebang, and let me tell you, Billie's not holding back. In her own words, she called this trend out as wasteful, irritating, and downright frustrating. We live in this day and age where for some reason, it's very important to some artists to make all different sorts of vinyl and packaging, which ups the sales and ups the numbers and gets them more money and gets them more. She then goes on to say, I can't even express to you how wasteful it is. It is right in front of our faces and people are just getting away with it left and right. I find it really frustrating as somebody who really goes out of my way to be sustainable and do the best that I can and try to involve everybody in my team being sustainable. And then it's some of the biggest artists in the world making effing 40 different vinyl packages that have different unique things just to keep you buying more. It's so wasteful and it's irritating to me that we're still at a point where you care so much about your numbers and you care that much about making money. And it's all in your favorite artists doing that shit. Billie's all about sustainability, and seeing artists churn out endless variations of the same kind of album has her feeling some type of way. And she's not alone. Her mom, Baird, who was also in attendance, threw in her 2 cents. Baird not only pointed a finger at the artists, but also the systems which make this behavior acceptable, saying, but to be fair, the problem is systemic, right? Because if Billboard, to be honest, is going to not have limits, I would love to see limits, like no more than 4 colors or some kind of rules, because you can't fault an artist for playing the #1 game. Billie then added that this is a very messed up trend, and for some reason, that's just how the industry works. I was watching the Hunger Games and it made me think about it because it's like we're all going to do it because it's the way to play the game. It's just accentuating this already kind of messed up way of this industry working. And where things really started to heat up because people on the internet started connecting the dots and pointing fingers at none other than Taylor Swift, the queen of vinyl herself. In 2023 alone, 1 in every 15 vinyls sold was Taylor Swift's. Taylor literally is neck deep into this vinyl variations game. Even her upcoming album, The Tortured Poets Department, set to drop in mid-April, Taylor's already got a chain of vinyl variations lined up, each coming in a different packaging and a bonus track, and she only produces limited editions of each vinyl to make her fans rush to purchase before she releases another vinyl and the rat race starts all over again. Taylor Swift has even designed her upcoming album vinyl in such a way that if you buy them all, you can make a clock out of the back cover. But hold up, before you start picking sides, let's set the record straight. Billie wasn't necessarily singling out Taylor Swift. Sure, Taylor's got her fair share of vinyl variations, but she's not the only one playing the game. Unfortunately, the voice of reason has long forsaken internet users, and the comments started trickling in thick and fast. Clocked Taylor Swift so bad. Another one wrote, mention no names, but everyone's thinking of the same person. This one said, perfectly fine calling Taylor for this. You buy 1 vinyl, you're all excited, then there's literally 3 to 5 more just to get a bonus song, different color, etc. It's That's ridiculous, and to Billie's point, wasteful. Anyways, Swifties couldn't take it anymore. Shots had been fired, and they were not about to let their queen take a hit without a fight. So with that, guys, the internet war was officially on, and things got super messy. So many artists are putting out different variations for their albums, but it's only a problem when Taylor does it because she's the only artist that can actually sell. Typical artist that uses Taylor for clout behavior, dragging Taylor and then immediately announces that they're releasing music. Swifties even noted that Billie herself had several vinyls of her song Happier Than Ever. However, it's worth noticing that Billie's vinyls weren't as numerous, plus the variants were made from recycled vinyl scraps, a fact that even Billboard acknowledged. But despite the backlash, Billie stood her ground, maintaining that her comments were not directed at any specific artist. She took to Instagram to clarify her statement and still emphasized the need for industry-wide change rather than targeting individual performers. Okay, so it would be really awesome if people would stop putting words into my mouth and actually read what I said in that Billboard article. I wasn't singling anyone out. These are industry-wide systemic issues, and when it comes to variants, so many artists release them, including me, which I clearly state in the article. The climate crisis is now, and it is about all of us being part of the problem and trying to do better. Sheesh. But despite Billie's attempts to clear the air, the drama just kept on brewing. This incident pretty much highlighted the tendency of the media and fans to pit successful female artists against each other and create unnecessary rivalries. Unfortunately, this is exactly what the internet loves. Also, loves. Is it just me, or have y'all noticed that Billie Eilish is really evolving? She is never afraid to speak her mind and stand her ground lately. It was just the other day that she called out noisy TikTokers, and now this. Growth. There's something about growing up that makes you bold. Good for her. So what do you think, loves? Are you siding with Billie, Taylor, or are you just here for the drama? Sound off in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Still on Taylor Swift. It appears that her drama meter is still running high because even before the feud with Billie Eilish simmered down, she was already back in the spotlight. So here's the tea. Taylor and Travis recently caused quite a stir at the Dog Pound gym in LA. They basically walked in and demanded that everyone else clear out so that they could get their workout on. The entitlement, you guys. Now, if you ask any gym goer, they'll tell you that being interrupted mid-workout is their ultimate pet peeve. And let me tell you, the members at the Dog Pound were no exception. People were beyond pissed. According to this article, the West Hollywood gym members were left confused about why they couldn't enter the building. It then goes on to say many of them were left standing on the sidewalk, seemingly annoyed by the temporary closure. The pair reportedly ended up working out for 2 hours before the doors reopened to the public. And as if this isn't annoying enough, they ended up staying there for 2 hours. And this is the part that blew my mind. They do this frequently. What? I don't know about y'all, but for me, this is the part where things weren't adding up, because then it meant that at Dog Pound, people are always frequently getting kicked out of the gym multiple times just because a celebrity wants to use the leg press. Patrons should pull out of membership and boycott. You will have to call the police. I'm not leaving. Another example of privilege. Boycott the gym. That is an absolute disgrace. You see, this right here is it. I mean, do you have to go there knowing too well that you could be asked out any minute? This wasn't making sense. So I did my own digging, and I'm here with all the facts, guys. So before you join the Taylor Travis hate train, let's take a closer look at the facts. And true to my suspicion, there was a crucial piece of information that wasn't mentioned. So first thing first, Dog Pound isn't your run-of-the-mill gym. Oh no. It's an exclusive establishment in LA where you need an appointment just to set foot inside. You don't just wake up, pack your gym bag, and walk in as if it's your mother's kitchen. And guess what? Taylor and Travis had a 2-hour appointment scheduled that day, and they had paid for it. So technically, they were well within their rights. And get this, upon further investigation, they didn't even kick anyone out because there was no one at the gym in the first place. Furthermore, nobody was even waiting outside except for the paparazzi. The streets were practically deserted. Here's proof.
Taylor, when is the wedding? That's Taylor Swift leaving the gym in West Hollywood. How you doing, Taylor?
So why did everyone blow this whole thing out of proportion? It's beyond me. Eventually, the gym just came forward to set the record straight, stating that Taylor is actually a regular member and that Dog Pound operates on an appointment-only basis. Dog Pound is a by-appointment establishment. We value members' experience and have never had anyone wait outside for 2 hours. The narrative running in the media does not accurately reflect any circumstances. We respect the privacy of our clients. So to all the haters out there leaving nasty comments on Taylor's social socials, maybe it's time you do your research before jumping to conclusions. Also, you're more than welcome to join the gym as well, and you don't even have to research it further because I already did it for you, and the rates are as follows. Tier 1 is $708 per month, but if that's too basic for you, then I recommend Tier 2 at a simple $2,040, which, should you want to upgrade, then consider the $3,333 monthly subscription for Tier 3. And on top of that, you can still choose to rent it out for as much as $23,000. Yeah. I'll let that sink in for a moment. So, where are all the haters now? I guess they've gone back to their $10 per month Planet Fitness gyms. Lanes, guys. Stick to your lane and let Taylor and Travis do their thing. After all, when you're living that A-list life, there's no time for regular folks' problems. All right, moving on to the next story. Well, actually, it's more of a continuation of the one we just discussed. My goodness, it seems like Taylor and Travis can't catch a break from the headlines. Even before the gym incident faded into the background, Travis found himself at the center of yet another controversy, and this one hits too close to home. Both shocking and saddening that as a society, we're still stuck on this. Just a quick word of caution before we go into the story, guys. Unless someone opens up to you about their finances, weight, or fertility issues, do not mention it. This is exactly what people have been doing to Travis Kelce, because this photo has been making the rounds on the internet, and yep, you can already guess where I'm going with this. So, according to the internet users and the self-proclaimed fitness police, it seems like Travis Kelce is getting a little fluffier, or as they like to put it, he's rocking the dad bod look. But here's the jaw-dropping bit. People are actually getting offended by it, and they're coming up with some pretty disturbing reasons. Some are saying he shouldn't be looking like that when he doesn't even have kids yet, as if he's somehow ahead of schedule or something. Now let's get the record straight. Travis Kelce looks amazing, okay? And this whole dad bod thing isn't even accurate. When I think about a dad bod, I'm thinking of someone like Hank Hill, or that guy that recently broke the internet by getting ab implants, you know, the classic beer belly look. Yeah, that's not Travis. It's incredibly sad to see how harsh the internet can be, body shaming even elite athletes like Travis. And let's be real here, the people behind those keyboards probably aren't even anywhere near close being fit themselves. They literally wish they were him. Fortunately, there's a silver lining in this story. Travis isn't the type to let silly remarks get to him. Nope, he's too busy living his best life and enjoying some well-deserved downtime. In fact, he even joked about the whole situation, and you know what? More power to him. If he wants to take a break from training and relax, then he's earned it. We're in the same weight class now. It's March. We're weighing in the same weight class right now.
Not you got L's. Hold on, Sean.
We always forget that celebrities are people too. Believe it or not, they see everything you say about them. All right, and on to an even more dramatic turn of events. Your favorite artists have just gotten banned. I'm talking about Taylor Swift again, Rihanna, Drake, Ariana Grande, and even Queen Beyonce. All right, I'm being a little bit dramatic here. Let me explain what's going on. So this is some really bizarre international news, and Chechnya is at the center of it all. For those of you who have probably heard that name for the first time, Chechnya is a small but mysterious place tucked away in Eastern Europe, like a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Anyways, Chechnya has a problem with popular music, but trust me, it's not what you think. It's not like the lyrics are problematic or something. Nope, they're banning music because it's either too fast or too slow. I'll repeat that just in case you thought I missed the point. Chechnya is banning pop music that is either too fast or too slow. Sometimes I always think I have seen it all until such things happen, and it literally blows my mind. Music in Chechnya will have to follow specific rules before it's deemed acceptable. And to achieve this, artists, at least those who want their music to be played in Chechnya, artists have to hit this golden spot where the song is neither fast-paced nor too slow, which according to their Minister of Culture, all music, vocal, choreographic works must correspond to the tempo of 80 to 116 beats per minute. It further adds that this is a necessary procedure to ensure music conforms to mentality. All right, Chechnya, just say it. You're trying to limit Western influence in your land. We get it. Their leader has clearly added that borrowing musical culture from other people is illegal. But that's not all. Even artists in that country have been ordered to rewrite all of their songs to fit into the new guidelines, and this has to be done by June 1st, otherwise they won't be allowed to perform it. Totally strange, but whatever. The goal goal is simply to block a lot of music. For example, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, songs like Bad Blood or Shake It Off, out. Ariana's fans have to say goodbye to her hits like Thank You Next or her latest release, Yes and. Beyonce fans are in a bit of luck because they can still jam to some of her songs like the latest Texas Hold'em, but anthems like Run the World and Single Ladies don't make the cut. Whew. We've come so far as the human race, but to what end? Anyways, loves, that's it for today. I'm looking forward to hearing your views on these topics, and please let me know if you love this new segment, and I'll run a weekly update every single week. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.